Eckhart Tolle, Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza.
And us.
And us. All leading edge thinkers are changing the world. And they're teaching and proving what all the masters have been telling us for thousands of years. Jesus, the master, Jesus Christ was teaching these things. But now we're seeing the evidence of it. Welcome to two different worlds. And my old buddy Alan is back from Florida and we're ready to create again. If you haven't seen Alan before, if it's the first time you've come and seen Alan on the videos, there's lots. If you go back in the past, there's lots of them. But Alan is also very awake to You Are Not Your Thoughts. And Alan is the second biggest Eckhart Tolle fan on planet Earth. Me being number one.
I knew that was coming.
So what we'll do, we'll give a quick introduction of why we call the two different worlds. And Alan will tell you a bit about himself. But for me personally, I had a big shift in consciousness about 20 years ago. And Eckhart Tolle had a massive effect on my life. And one of the biggest things, and of course I spoke about Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza, but there's many, many more. Michael Beckwith, the late Wayne Dyer, Louis. There's so many people making a huge difference on the planet and understanding and teaching that we're not just this body, we're this soul, we're this spirit. We are creators because of that. Once we start to understand it. But anyway, I had a shift. Eckhart changed my life. And that's how I actually met Alan about, 12 years ago, roughly, at an Eckhart Tolle meetup. So I'll let you tell you, Alan.
Well, my awakening was probably 40 years ago, but it's a gradual thing and it's a spiral thing. So it's taken a while to reach this point. But you don't have to wait 40 years. Because actually what triggered it happened in one day. It can happen to you in a moment, in a flash, when you stop worrying about your thoughts, because you are not your thoughts, you are not your mind, you are not your body. You are the life force within. And right now on planet Earth, there's a spiritual evolution going on. And you can be part of it. All you have to do is change your consciousness. You have a choice to be miserable or be happy, and to let go of expectations, to let go of shame and guilt and all the rest of it. So that's what we're interested in, and that's what's happening now on the planet.
Absolutely, Alan. And we originally called it two different worlds because we come from massively different backgrounds. Me, I came from Liverpool, from like a nitty-gritty, Liverpool's a nitty-gritty dock city town, and I started as a builder for a year, but I became a martial arts instructor, and then I later became a singer. And Alan was a former lawyer and judge, so we were totally different. And Alan, as you can tell, is from a different place than I am. He was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. So we originally was called the two different worlds, but then we had a deep realization there is two different worlds going on right now, isn't it, Alan, with different people who are understanding that a lot more than the body, and some people who aren't, who are still watching the news media and the fear and the vibration. But once you learn and understand who you are, it changes everything. And them thoughts in your head are a big one, as we spoke about Eckhart Tolle. Bruce Lipton talks about epigenetics. Joe Dispenza is proven that we can heal ourselves with these vibrations, and we are a lot more powerful than what we've been led to believe, Alan.
Yes, I'm not a martial arts instructor, but I feel the power within, and that is powerful, man. It is the power that's running us, that's running the planet. The planets go around the sun and around everything. We are turning all the time on planet Earth. That is power of grass going through the cement. It is amazing, and that is within us as well, individually and collectively. But forget about all the leaders and the special ones. It isn't important until it's your own experience. And we want you to share that. So it's a matter of letting go of all those thoughts, letting go of a reliance on your mind and your identification with your mind, and just being still and calm and letting that wisdom come through you.
And it's simple, but it's not easy. And the reason why is and we've spoke about this before too, and if you're still with us, you'll know, but every time we say something else comes out. Because from the time we're born, we've been programmed to a certain belief system. And Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza, and even Eckhart talks a bit about it, teaches us that has disempowered us. We don't understand the power that we hold within us. And quantum physics has proven this. There was a documentary out about 10, 15 years ago, I think, Alan, and I'd understood this for about 20 years ago, and then all of a sudden people were coming up to me saying, hey, no, that thing you said, I was seeing this thing called The Secret, and yet The Secret touches on the law of attraction, where you can manifest things in your life. But it actually goes deeper than that. It also is, you can only manifest in the moment, which Eckhart talks about an awful lot, and most of us are not in the present moment. Within our mind, thinking about the past, worried about the future. And that's the only moment where you can manifest. And it's about vibration. Love is the highest vibration. And some people laugh when you say love is a power. Love is the greatest power. And with this secret of knowing who you are, that's how you change your life and change the world.
Yes, two aspects. One is love and the expression of love, because it comes from us, and we give it to usually a sweetheart or something like that, but it is coming from us, and we can manifest that all the time. Just love people, love life. So that's part of it. And the other thing I was going to say, Carl, is the vertical dimension is the dimension of now. The horizontal is time and years and all the rest of it. But the vertical dimension is living in the now, the only time there is, and this is where life is present.
And then what happens is, when you do give love, when you give kindness, because to me, kindness, respect, is under the umbrella of love. When you say hello and you smile, and when you give thanks, the more you give thanks, the more things come into your life to be thankful for, and it's a vibration. I've mentioned this before, but if you haven't heard about this, buy the book Power versus Force. The doctor scientist David Hawking speaks about that, proven there's a graph where it goes from fear to love and everything in between. So you go from depression to anxiety, and actually, believe it or not, anger's a higher vibration, because sometimes if you're stuck in depression and disempowerment, sometimes you have to say, you know what, I'm going to break out of this. And then it goes up to neutrality and compassion, and very top, of course, is enlightenment, which Jesus the Christ attained that. We can all attain a higher vibration depending on our thoughts, depending on our actions, and we can change our life. I know, because I've done it myself. I never gave thanks. Many years ago, I had a martial arts club. I had a beautiful sports car on the road. I had a Jeep Cherokee, leather. I had a house with a swimming pool. I had everything a man could want. I was teaching at my own club. I never give thanks for it, Alan. So anyone out there who knew me in the past, yes, I didn't give thanks. I would never hurt anyone intentionally. But the problem was I didn't give thanks. It was always about this outside, getting the car, doing what I love, and do what you love, but do it in a way that you're bringing people on board with that love, to enjoy that energy.
And I want to thank you for having me on, and I'm gonna shut it off.
Okay, thanks for joining us, everybody, and remember, you be the change you want to see in the world, and don't forget to give the video a like, and hopefully subscribe and share it. Take care.